From the streets of Liverpool to the holy turf of Anfield, and now potentially to Santiago Bernabeu, Trent Alexander-Arnold's journey explains the evolution of the modern fullback, a player who revolutionized how to guard, create, and inspire from a spot once deemed just a supportive one. The next thing La Liga should be afraid of? Trent Alexander-Arnold at the end of on-field rumors about a possible transfer to Real Madrid. Trent was born in West Derby, Liverpool, and he spent his formative years residing in the center of Liverpool's training ground. Football was not so much a passion as something that sat in his backyard. "We lived over the road there," Trent says of the house where he grew up. "My mom said that she needed to see us. Anytime she'd be checking up on us, she needed to be able to see us. And whenever she wanted us, she just used to whistle." Those were simple but life-forming days. Trent and his friends would set up plastic goals in gardens, playing until chased away by dogs or sent home by parents. "That's literally all we did," Trent recalls. "We used to only play football all the time." What many are unaware of regarding Trent is that it wasn't all rose bushes. He has no hidden talents, but he has one big thing holding him back from greatness: self-doubt. "The thing that frightens me is lost potential," Trent admits. "I think that's what drives me more than anything. I don't always get to the end and fear who I could have become, that for that season I could have tried harder, could have been greater than the place of who I am now." This fear of not maximizing his abilities drove him to constantly improve, even when critics questioned his defensive capabilities. While the world saw a confident player with inch-perfect crosses, internally, Trent was fighting to prove himself worthy of the Liverpool shirt. Trent was a special talent from an early age, evidenced by the fact he was pulled into Liverpool's academy at such a young age. He joined the youth system at just 6 years old, starting out as a midfielder before being converted to right back, a position he would later help redefine both in his own career and in the game as a whole. The Liverpool legend Steven Gerrard wrote in his autobiography, "Trent Arnold has got a fantastic chance of becoming a top professional. He's quite long in the leg, but he's got a lovely frame on him, and it looks to have all the attributes you need." He shot through the academy at a meteoric pace. He finally made his first team debut in the EFL Cup away to Spurs in October 2016. A month later, he grabbed his first senior assist, a pinpoint cross for Divock Origi against Leeds United. The 2017 through 2018 season was when Trent emerged, as Nathaniel Klein's injury provided an opening. He took full advantage, scoring his first goal in the Champions League playoff against Hoffenheim with a beautifully struck free kick that featured the technique that would define his career. What's really made Trent so unique is the way he turned the style of a fullback on its head. Far from a defensive role under Jurgen Klopp, Trent emerged as Liverpool's chief creator. In the 2018 through 2019 season, he broke the record for most assists by a defender in a Premier League season with 12. A feat that would have been impressive for an attacking midfielder, let alone a right back. His eye for a decisive ball was on best display in that iconic clip against Barcelona in the Champions League semi-final. Corner taken quickly, Origi. One play of genius that showed Trent's ability to think on his feet and be aware of the game under pressure. By the 2019 through 2020 season, when Liverpool finally tasted their first Premier League title after 30 years of waiting, Trent had established himself as one of the best right backs in the world. His trophy cabinet swelled to include the Premier League, Champions League, Euros Club World Cup, and UEFA Super Cup. As successful as he is, Trent's career hasn't been without critique. His defense has often been questioned, especially in high-stakes games. There have been significant issues with dealing with pacey wingers such as Wilfried Zaha and Marcus Rashford. He left Vinicius Jr. unmarked for Real Madrid's winner in the Champions League final. One lapse in concentration gifted Bukayo Saka a goal against Arsenal. Such moments led England boss Gareth Southgate to take the contentious decision to omit Trent from numerous major squads, including for a battery of 2022 World Cup qualifiers. Even in the tournament squad, he made only one appearance. But to focus solely on defensive shortcomings is to entirely miss the revolutionary aspect of Trent's game. While he might not possess the defensive solidity of traditional fullbacks, his offensive output creates a net positive effect few players can match. Hey football fans, if you're enjoying this deep dive into Trent Alexander-Arnold's career, don't forget to smash that like button right now. Your support helps us create more in-depth content about the world's most fascinating players. So, turn on those notifications so you never miss our uploads, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Come on, now back to Trent's incredible journey. One of the most intriguing aspects of Trent's potential move to Real Madrid is his close friendship with Jude Bellingham. Their relationship goes beyond the pitch, as displayed in their effortless chemistry during interviews and on social media. In one revealing segment, the two displayed a lively emotional ease while talking hypothetical football scenarios. Asked what they would do if teammates were attempting to cut corners during training punishments, Bellingham replied emphatically, without hesitation, "Snitch! Snitch straight away! You all lose together. You all go on the punishment together." Trent was in agreement, explaining, "That's how football goes, so don't take shortcuts. And you know why you're getting beat, because your teammates are taking shortcuts." This shared mentality of accountability and high standards and professional dedication suggests their on-field connection might be formidable. Bellingham's central dynamism paired with Trent's pinpoint service from the flanks would form one of football's deadliest partnerships. Fans have been divided on the potential of superstar Trent joining Real Madrid, with many calling him Judas for contemplating a free transfer away from the city he grew up in. For years now, Trent has felt the very embodiment of those Liverpool values, the local boy living his dream. Once upon a time, he expressed admiration for Barcelona, talking about how their values matched up with Liverpool's. So what's happened to change the hypothetical destination to Real Madrid? Maybe it's the siren call of a new challenge. Trent has won every major trophy with Liverpool. He may now crave a different league, a different culture to test himself against. Or maybe this is the moment to reconnect with Bellingham and build a new legacy at football's most decorated club. What we do know, though, is that if this move does go ahead, defenders in the Spanish league will need to contend with a whole new attacker. The Spanish league is recognized for its technicality, so it would be a suitable pitch for Trent to permit himself to develop his vision further in passing range. Trent's career statistics tell the story of an extraordinary talent. He's got over 200 Premier League appearances for Liverpool, more than 50 assists from right back, multiple appearances in the PFA Team of the Year, a Premier League title, a Champions League trophy, and he's a FIFA Club World Cup winner with 2 UEFA Super Cups. Those figures would translate into a Real Madrid career for the ages. And La Liga would be about to see unprecedented creativity from a defensive position. If they can get into the groove and into a league that tends to afford more time on the ball than the Premier League, Trent's passing and crossing could be elevated to another level entirely. Combined with Bellingham's intelligent runs, any of Real's clinical forwards, and you could see Trent going beyond his previous tally of assists. I'm talking about someone who could realistically become the most inventive defender in La Liga history in just a few seasons. Whether he remains at Liverpool or takes his talents to Madrid, Trent Alexander-Arnold represents the evolution of football, a player who transcends positional norms and redefines expectations. From the streets of Liverpool, where he kicked a ball as a kid, to potentially gracing the Santiago Bernabeu, his story is one of exceptional talent and the unyielding work ethic to hone it. The idea of playing Trent week after week should be a hell of a lot scary for La Liga defenders. Not only because of his technical skill, but also who he is, a new generation of defender who attacks like a world-class playmaker. The revolution he began at Liverpool may be going global, and that is why Trent Alexander-Arnold should terrify La Liga. And that's all for today's video on Trent Alexander-Arnold. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of football's most revolutionary players, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss our content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.